I'm here with Nina Owasco, Community Relationship Specialist with Heart and Stroke, to learn more about Heart Month. Thanks so much for joining us today, Nina.
Hi, thank you for having me.
No, thank you. So, February is Heart Month. Can you tell us a little bit about what the purpose of Heart Month is?
So, Heart Month is just a great time of year for us to be able to run some of our programs. One of our large programs is our door to door canvassing campaign, which looks a little different this year. But a big part of that is just awareness for our heart health and how to try to do those heart healthy habits that will hopefully bring us through the entire year.
Perfect. And how does one learn about their risk for heart disease and make an effort to improve it?
The best way is, you always can go talk to your doctor and physician, but just for an informational purposes, our heartandstroke.ca website is a wealth of information and has recipes and tips for being heart healthy.
Perfect. As you touched on it quickly, COVID has forced a lot of things to change, including your door to door canvas. Can you talk a little bit about what that initiative typically is and how you've adapted it to fit these restrictions?
The door to door canvas campaign is one of our first true real campaigns, and its inception it was 70 years ago in 1950, and it started off with just five heart cardiovascular or cardiologists and their families going around door to door to ask people to donate to help fund life-saving research. And it ended up being a wild success because over the last 70 years, we've been able to engage thousands of volunteers and we've been able to raise hundreds of millions of dollars to go towards research. In fact, the first campaign in Alberta was in 1958, and just the few people then were able to fund two researchers at the U of A.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you kind of asked me a little bit, but it's definitely changed this year. Typically, the door-to-door campaign was exactly how it sounds: people going to their neighbors and their friends, knocking on their doors, promoting a little bit of awareness, and asking for donations. This year, we're obviously not asking people to come together in that way because we want people to be safe. And so we've been able to transition and flex and pivot very quickly to do a virtual online fundraising campaign.
And what will that look like online? Do people just go to a website or how can they get involved?
There's different ways you can get involved. We've already reached out to past volunteers and communicated that with them how we will be participating in a virtual way, and for them to directing them to our webpage for them to create their own virtual canvas page. But for anybody that's never had the opportunity to already be directed to those, the best thing to do is go to heartandstroke.ca/help. And right there, you'll be able to join as a participant and you'll be able to create your participant center, which will allow you to send out emails and social media posts asking people to donate to your site, which will count towards your tally and your fundraising efforts for the campaign.
Perfect. And you touched on it already. You mentioned money goes towards research. Does it go anywhere else?
It's definitely primarily goes towards research. Heart and Stroke has already funded over $1.55 billion to research, which is an astounding number and something that I'm very proud of. It's great to have an opportunity to work for a company that's done so much great work, but we also do work in the realm of advocacy. So advocating for Indigenous people, for women's heart health, as well as just for awareness, including signs of a stroke.
Perfect. Is there anything you'd like to add on the topic while we have you?
No, just that we're doing some really great initiatives and we're doing really great work all throughout the country. Alberta alone, we in 2019 we funded 79 researchers. So we're very excited to see some of the amazing talent and some of the amazing work that's being done.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, Nina. I appreciate it.
Thank you.